I want you to take a minute and remind yourself who the fuck you are. You're an achiever. You're a visionary. You burn the rule book and you've made your own rules. You are a powerful creator. You're worthy of an overflowing bank account. You deserve more money than you know what to do with. You're also worthy of hot sex and a life that feels like a vacation. You're a fun, bad bitch, and you're capable of having anything you want as quickly as you choose to have it, because you are a topless manifester. Welcome, I'm Cassie McKenzie, and I'm a business coach for lightworkers, coaches and healers who are here to flip this world fucking upside down. This podcast is for visionaries like you who love to shove your crystals in your bra and laugh your way to the bank. And you're not about to let Mercury retrograde see what's possible or let a full moon take credit for your manifestations, because you have a vision for changing the world, not just inside you, but all around you. And if you're ready to see more clients, money, and freedom manifest into your business and your life at the snap of your finger, then you are in the right place. Let's go topless. Oh my goodness. All right. Welcome back to another episode, a bittersweet episode of the Topless Manifester podcast. I am Cassie McKenzie. I'm your host and your manifestation queen, and I am coming in here today to make an announcement, to tell you some good news and some bad news. So I'll do what I do with my kids and say, like, which one do you want first? Do you want the good news or do you want the bad news? So sit and think about that. Which one do you want? Okay, bad news it is. The bad news is, after 4 years of having the Topless Manifester, which has undergone several iterations here. So obviously we started, if you have been here since the beginning, then you were here for the Makeover Your Mindset podcast. Then we turned into the Manifestation Queen, and then turned into the Topless Manifester. And I really want to thank you if you've been here for that long, and at any point along the way, thank you so much for being part of this journey, because this is going to be the final episode of this podcast, but I do have some magic up my sleeve for you. This is not the end of our relationship. This is merely the beginning. All right. So I started this podcast, I guess it's been like 4 years ago. When I was still working in corporate. I was a mom of like a 1-year-old and a 3-year-old. And I would do my podcast episodes, sometimes in the closet, sometimes upstairs, wherever I could find quiet. And, it has been such a journey. The goal was to talk about mindset and manifestation and teach you how to manifest your best life. And really deal with the challenges that come up in daily business and stuff. And as at the time I was working as a sales rep for a pharmaceutical company, and out every day learning about how to run a business while I was making my sales calls, and then I'd get home and take care of the kids. And after the kids would go to bed, I would record podcast episodes or work on my business or make my website and do all those things. So I definitely understand if you're sitting there and you are in a corporate job right now and trying to grow a business, or you just simply want to manifest more money and manifest more happiness and freedom into your life. Or if you are on top of that, also like a mom or a parent and maybe a dog mom, or just having like a super busy life. I totally get you. I see you. I feel you. I hear you. And I just want you to know that like you can literally do and be and have whatever it is that you want. And for those of you, if you are somebody who really wants to grow a business and make more sales, like you've got to make money in your business, right? And if you didn't notice, like towards the end of this, the run here with the Topless Manifester, the last few episodes have shifted from being just like manifestation or money mindset driven to sales and business. Okay. And so a lot more of the strategy than the energy. And I started to think about, well, do I want to continue with creating episodes that are, mainly focused around sales and around increasing the sales and money flow into your business? Or, is that appropriate here? If you came here for the manifestation, do you really want to listen to all that shit too, right? So the bad news is the Topless Manifestor is ending. But the good news is I am starting a brand new podcast, brand new energy, brand new podcast. This is going to be so phenomenal. I've already behind the scenes been viewing some amazing guests, like amazing. And I've been very choosy about who I want to be a guest on this podcast. I want this to be very, very, very quality and helpful and useful for you, like a place that you look forward to coming to. I can't get a deep breath. I think it's like, oh my God, I'm saying goodbye. Okay, but so the topics of my new podcast, it's going to center around money, which I know is a very, very big topic here. All of my money episodes always had such great, amazing stats here on the Topless Manifestor. So we are going to be talking a lot about money mindset, and we are going to dive into how that affects your sales, the energetics of sales, how to talk to customers, how to generate leads, how to sell and make selling so easy. So like you'll know exactly what actions to take every day to make sales. You're going to know exactly what to say in your sales conversations. And my goal is for you to really start loving sales. I want you to hear more of yes, I'm in than crickets are getting ghosted, all right? Because there's a lot of like cheap, bucking, stupid ass sales tactics out there. And if you are at any level like intimidated or, terrified of selling, I can understand why, because people are doing some whack ass shit out there. Like I literally had somebody book a sales call with me this week only to show up 10 minutes late, which I didn't stick around for 10 minutes. I just noticed like a notification come through on my email that so-and-so's finally joined your Zoom room. And I was like, oh, I'm curious. So I thought, all right, I'm going to go in. And they started pitching me right away. So I shut that shit down pretty fast. But that is like a no-no. Like hell effing no. We're not doing that kind. And I don't want you wasting hours on social media or wasting hours trying to figure out what the secret sauce is, throwing spaghetti at the wall, right? I want people chasing you down in your inbox and, asking to work with you so that you can make money and you can have the freedom and you can help people and live the life that you want to live. Like freedom really is about making decisions that you want to make, right? Getting to do life on your terms because you have the time and the money, freedom and flexibility to do it, right? Like that's what life's all about. It's not about being pinned down at some boring ass job for the rest of your life. So we are going to really explore these topics. We're going to talk about hypnosis. We're going to talk about, different techniques for shifting out of, old patterns of thinking. And, because 95% of what you do every single day is like on autopilot. And you have to become aware of these patterns so that you can start to actually live a different type of life. And especially with sales and with approaching sales, walking up to the starting line versus crossing it and getting to the finish line, there's a whole lot of different chances there where your normal natural behavior and patterns are going to dictate the level of success that you get. Okay. So this is going to be the vibe of the I'm Not Salesy podcast. And if you are listening to this episode of the Topless Manifestor, what I want you to do is go right now and look up the I'm Not Salesy podcast. I want you to hit subscribe and come join me over there because I am taking the best parts of this podcast and taking them with me over to the I'm Not Salesy podcast. And we are doing a takeover, a sales takeover, okay? And really making this so fun and easy so that like you're going to love all these guests that I have. You're going to love, you're just going to love sales. That's what I want you to do. I want you to love making money. I want you to love making sales. I want you to love your business and love your life. And that is the vibe of I'm Not Salesy because we don't do shit in a salesy way. And I am here to be Wonder Woman and completely flip the script on these sandbagging sons of bitches that are making you do cold pitching and fucking all this stupid ass shit that like, makes my head spin, honestly, and gives me a headache when I think about it. That is not what sales is supposed to do. Okay. I love you so much. Thank you so much for being so loyal for all these years. Come join me over in the I'm Not Salesy podcast. I am going to when you leave a review for the I'm Not Salesy podcast, I'm going to be reading out the reviews on my episodes as we get started over there. Plus, I'm going to have a free gift for you if you leave a 5-star review, so that more people can find it more quickly. I'm going to send you a copy of my 50 sales actions that you can choose from to take every single day. So go over there, listen to a few episodes, leave me a 5-star review. Let's get this baby cooking. And I will, if you send that to me on Instagram or on Facebook or on LinkedIn, send me a screenshot of it. I will shoot you back with the copy of the 50 sales actions you can take. All right. Thank you guys. I love you so much. And this is not the end. This is just merely the beginning. And I can't wait to see what you create. Bye. Come join me over at the I'm Not Salesy podcast, where we're going to be talking all about sales, money, mindset, and how to make you start loving sales, because it's just become so damn easy. There's no other option. Leave a 5-star review and send your screenshot prior to hitting submit to me at Cassie McKenzie on LinkedIn, at XO Cassie McKenzie on Instagram, and I will get you the link of your 50 sales actions you can take today to make money.